welcome back to my channel. Wow, okay, so by the looks of it, you know what's going on here. No, I thought I'd do a little story time with you guys, my first story time actually. Basically getting a little personal. I don't think I've really gotten this deep, but I want you guys to get a little bit more information about Alea. And I guess this is the perfect way to start a story time. My story time, as you can see by the title, is obvious. It's about a few instances in life where I thought I was gay. Yeah. Okay, let's start off. I don't want to make this too long, but to make a super long life, like childhood, teenagehood story short, my brother and I moved out, like we moved around a lot, so we lived a lot in Canada. I'm not going to name off all of the places we moved around in Canada, but we did end up, when I was in grade 9 and 10, we moved to Detroit. And I mean, besides the crazy culture shock I got as a Canadian girl, I mean, you hear me, I'm Canadian. To move to what I would call Black America, Detroit, I mean, I go from like a multicultural class, mainly white neighborhood and you know, school and so on and so forth, to basically an all black school. Different, like how do I describe it? Hot and cold. Like, it's just opposites. Culture. And I was kind of thrown into it and had to adjust. And one of the major things I found different about school in the States was that there was a lot of girls that dressed like guys and that were, I guess, sexually confident, I would say, which, coming from Canada, not that people weren't sexually confident or sure of themselves in grade 9, 10, but you didn't see that to that extent, where girls were like looking like guys and, you know, strapping down their chest and putting stuff down, you know, by their private parts and all that stuff. Like, they had like short hair, cornrows, and I remember like our basketball team. I went to Frank Cody High School in Detroit, by the way. Shout outs to you guys. It was rough, but it was a fun experience. It was a different experience. But yeah, their basketball team looked like a guy's team. Like, there was no girly looking girls there. Like, I don't know how to explain. I guess, yeah, basketball teams don't really dress to, you know, impress guys, but at the same time they look like men. And I remember specifically, this is one time I thought I was gay, because I was driving to school with my uncle who taught at the school, and there was a girl with cornrows. She was beautiful, I guess I could say now. She's beautiful, not handsome, but in that time I thought she was super like cute and like just really handsome. And I was kind of pointing her out to my uncle because we had a really cool relationship, and he was like my protector, by the way. Like, I felt like he was my bodyguard, because it was a lot coming from a different country, moving to another country. Yeah, that's a whole other story. But yeah, so I mentioned it to my uncle and I was like, oh yeah, he's so cute. And since my uncle knew everybody back and front in the whole entire school and like ran shit, for lack of better words, he knew everybody. So he was like, no, that's this girl. I forgot her name, by the way, and I probably wouldn't shout her out anyways, but yeah, he's like, that's a girl, not a guy. And I'm like, I remember thinking that day, I was like, I was just shocked. And I went home and I was like distraught, and like I felt like I was torn, and I was maybe gay and I didn't know it, and I was like, why am I attracted to a girl? I don't know why, because I mean the crush doesn't go away. Like, you still feel attraction to a girl, this girl that you thought was a guy and who looks like a guy. And then I just kind of played it, you know, played around with it in my head for like a few months and thought about it. And I'm a Virgo, by the way, so I analyze everything in my head. There's always something going on in my head at all times. So I analyzed it for a few months, and then I thought, you know what? This person looks like a guy. She doesn't look like a female, and you know, I'm finding that the male parts of her attractive. So the cornrows, the abs. She was on the basketball team, by the way. So like the abs, the walk, the swag. I'm finding the male parts of that attractive, not the female parts. So then I kind of I broke it down to myself, and I was like, no, you're not attracted to females. You're obviously attracted to males, and you just kind of psyched yourself out because she looks like a guy. And then that was like in 9th and 10th grade. I was going through that and thinking, you know, what if I was gay? And then it quieted down, and I was like, okay, no, that's not, you know, I'm not gay. You know, I just think she's attractive because I thought she was a he. Fast forward to probably 22, 23. I'm 26 now. 22, 23. So I watched a movie called, by the way, I was going through something, like I had gotten out of a really serious relationship and then dated, and things didn't go right. So I was also looking for reasons and like just conclusions as to why my life was going the way it is romantically. And I remember I watched Blue is the Warmest Color, which is I've watched it like 3 times. It's an awesome movie. It's a French movie about a girl who is kind of her coming out story. She dated guys all her life and had a small thing for girls, and she ended up finding love. Watch it. It's such a good movie. I watched it and all those feelings from 9th and 10th grade came rushing back. And I had to sit and analyze what these feelings meant, because all my life I've been attracted to men, and I wouldn't second guess it. Like, I wouldn't think too much in it ever, because, you know, I find women are beautiful, and I admire all of, you know, the different types of women out there, but am I sexually attracted to them? Again, I had to analyze this because there's a lot of nudity and sex scenes in Blue is the Warmest Color, and you kind of get, you respond to it in your own way, and you internalize it, and, you know, but again, you know, conclusively, I was more attracted to the male-ish character in the movie, and I realized that's all it is. And I also realized that attraction is attraction, and, you know, even if one day I consider myself straight. I'm a straight woman, but one day if I felt like there was an attraction with another woman, and it was something that I couldn't help, and it kind of just flowed, and it felt natural, and, you know, and love is love at the end of the day. I'm so pro LGBT, I'm so pro it, like, I'm all for it. I think love is love, and whoever you love is, you know, that's who you love. You can't change it, whatever you love. So that's kind of how I concluded that type of those experiences. Like I said, I consider myself a straight woman, but I if ever put in that situation where I feel, you know, I'm attracted to this person, I would date her. I would. Who's God? That's up to God. Whoever God puts in front of me that is meant to be, and that's how I see it. So, yeah, that's my story time. I wanted to make this super short because I've noticed all my videos are long, and I don't want to deter anybody from watching them, because I know me watching other YouTube videos, I'm like, how long is this gonna be? Because we all have like the shortest attention span nowadays. So yeah, that's my story time. Have you guys had any experiences like this? Like, am I the only one who is straight and has had gay experiences where they feel like they're attracted to the same sex? Comment below. This could be a good discussion. But yeah, until next time, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm kind of just, getting a feel for this YouTube thing. So keep following me, subscribe, and like. And if you have any suggestions on what I should talk about for my next story time, please leave it in the comments below. Take care, guys. Bye.